Okay. All right. We're recording. Silly. You wanna watch us on YouTube? Is that what you said? Let me send you over there. Oh yeah, of course I waited for the bell to ring, but I couldn't find your live. It's on YouTube, hon. I'll send it to you right now. Yeah, let me send it to everybody else too. Um, ma'am. You can talk.
I'm just waiting on
I
you.
know you are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I should have been ready by now, but no,
It's
that's it's
okay.
okay. All right, cool. Do we need to put out like do we need like video or something? No, right? We're good. No. Okay. We're good. Awesome. I should have done this. The mirror part. I should have done this yesterday for when I was doing the whole Pokemon stuff, so you
Mm.
guys could see that. It's like, what's he showing us? I was like, I don't know. All right, let's head right over, and we're here. Okay, got it. You ready?
Ready?
Let's start it. Let's start it. Let's go. Let's
Do
go.
it.
Let's do it. Taking a break from grinding season 2 of Marvel Rivals competitive mode to bring you something special. I'm Thor from competitive mode. And that very special thing is welcome back, friends. I'm Evo, and this is my third place podcast. It's that time of year again when all of us wrestling fans point to the imaginary sign in the sky and scream, WrestleMania! Every year we compare it to the Super Bowl, the Grammys, the Oscars, even the MTV VMAs back when they still play music.
Yeah.
In February, we call the Super Bowl the WrestleMania of football for a reason. That's that's me. I guess it's just me. I don't know. Whoever does it, that's great. So this weekend we're locked in. The biggest party of April, not just because it's my birthday month, but happy WrestleMania weekend to you too, ma'am.
Happy WrestleMania weekend. I'm so excited.
Yay! It's the tis the season of backdrops and backlots.
Yeah.
Damn, I haven't used that word in a while.
I
Oh,
know.
I need to make an image of that out of that again. Joining me for this momentous occasion, one of my favorite people to talk wrestling with. Please welcome back to the show, Menace.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing? Are you ready for the festivities?
I am so ready for this. It felt like it would never come, and then now it's here.
It's
Oh,
here. It's finally here. We're in the home stretch. Um, so let's start by saying asking you this: how do you celebrate WrestleMania at home?
uh, I try to commandeer the TV, but it doesn't always work. And I want to watch it like live.
Right,
I was like, you know what? I don't want to wait. Because what we will normally do with all the other PLEs and even WrestleMania last year is we'll wait till like it's like an hour and a half to 2 hours in. So that way, when we turn it on, we can fast forward through some of the stuff. But because we
right.
have commercials, we have to wait. But um, I don't want to wait because it's a really long, PLE long weekend.
Yeah, it is.
So if we miss like the first hour, I'll go back to it. But it's like I just want to watch it live.
Red says hi and
Hi,
on YouTube. She's in the
Red.
chat on YouTube. She's on
Awesome.
TikTok. She's with us. She's basically with us
Yay!
all over the socials with us. So that's how you celebrate
Yeah. And we
the
usually try to, do something, for food, so we don't have to worry about cooking too much. So we put out like, like charcuterie boards, or,
right, right.
like
I
um,
need the full menu, ma'am. Come on, bring it
vegetables
out.
and dip, So
Like I was
I
gonna
think
ask that. What's the snack game like? Is it drinks,
I
wings, pizza rolls?
well, let's see. Last time we did like those Italian grinder sandwiches. So we
Oh,
paused the TV because they only take like 5 minutes, because you just have to like melt the cheese on top of them,
nice.
and then we
Okay, yeah,
mixed up the slaw that goes with it. So we did that before. We've done like Italian roast beef sandwiches. So
yeah.
I'm like, what do we want to do? So Friday we'll be going shopping to figure out what we're gonna buy.
Got that WrestleMania weekend shopping list going.
That's right.
I already did mine. That was today.
Oh,
I went
awesome.
or today I went and got me a whole platter of meat and the
Yeah,
crackers,
yeah,
some chips, um, soda,
yeah.
as Leanna says, soda.
Yeah.
Some Diet Pepsi. I got
Good.
what else do I got? Oh yeah. Which
Water.
I'm gonna yeah, obviously water, and
Of
then I'm gonna
course.
do something else later.
Ooh, fun.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up some Pokemon cards later, and that's gonna be fun. I got some C4, got some Zoa.
So,
Obviously, yeah, it's like Wrestle. It's like you gotta go all out for WrestleMania weekend. Happy
I,
WrestleMania weekend, everybody! Tis the season. I, I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm already wearing the WrestleMania T-shirt. Let's go. Lauren says hi, Menace.
hi.
I'm like ready to go, ready to do this. I'm
Hmm.
trying to look online for stuff that happened today. Micromania,
Yeah.
waiting for my boy
Political.
25 Cent
Yeah.
to like tell me, hey, what happened?
Yeah.
Or look online for that. I'll look online later and then like go through it on Friday, on Fancy Friday.
We'll be fancy then.
We'll be dressing fancy. It's like we do this every year. We say we're gonna dress fancy, but I'm not the
I
only one
know.
that dresses fancy. Menace
We
just
forgot
forgets
last
about it.
time.
You
Yeah.
forgot last year. I'm the
Yes,
only
I
one that's
did. I did forget.
all right. I'm a
But I can
shave.
always change. So,
I'm a trim it for this occasion. Okay. There's only one occasion. Like not my birthday, and it's is it here? Is it? Yeah, it's here. It's the diabetic season. The
Yeah.
2021 that happened like 4 years
I
ago.
can't believe that was 4 years ago.
Yes, it was. Thank you for the heart, me, Lauren. I really appreciate you. Um, for sure. Yeah. So that happened like 4 years ago. So like, not only do I celebrate birthday month, diabetes awareness month to me, and I
Hmm.
also celebrate WrestleMania month. Just it's like 2 weeks worth of WrestleMania stuff, right? It
Hmm.
started on Monday. Started so it's like the last week, and then going into next week. So it's 2 weeks worth of it. So we're there. What am I gonna eat? I got wings. I bought wings. I'm gonna put them in the oven. Um, lemon pepper spices. I got some pizza rolls. I got some drinks. The snack game is complete. We're locked in. We're ready. And that's how I celebrate WrestleMania. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just fucking chill and like watch it. And then if something crazy happens, I'm gonna be talking to you or we're like Becca, the group, like
Hmm.
the three of us, just like we converge at the very end. Like, hey, did you see that? Oh my god! And then we
So I
just
saw this guy just real quick. He's like, so it's WrestleMania season. So family, I'm gonna tell you something. This is my schedule on Monday from 9, from 7 to 10. Don't call me. He's
exactly.
like, on Tuesday from 7 to 10. Don't call me.
Don't call me.
He's like,
Don't.
the only day that I will be available will be Thursday, because he said, I guess TNA is not doing anything he wants to watch, so he's like, I'm not worried about it. But he's like, I'll be watching AEW on Wednesday. Don't call me.
Don't.
Friday it's SmackDown. Don't call me. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's about right. He's like, and Saturday, don't even think about it. Sunday, don't even think about it. I am not available. He goes, and then next Monday, I'm not available from 7 to 10. So he's like, don't call me.
Who don't call me ever? Anyways,
I just have to tell you that.
that's funny. Like, definitely, that's everybody's schedule for WrestleMania. You can hear her. Aw, she can hear you. Laura can hear you.
Yeah.
Well, I did send you the link on YouTube, Laura,
Oh.
if you're interested in going there. Red says she loves Pokemon cards. So do we. So do we. For those that don't know, I did a ASMR version of Pokemon lore last night, and I recorded it, and I like posted it today. It's up on the YouTube page. Go check it out. You're gonna love it. Okay. Anyways, maybe I'll do another one about wrestling. Remember when CM Punk and John Cena got into it, and he laid out the pipe bomb, the summer of Punk, and then we threw it from there. And okay, that's no, we're good. I'm also gonna do Marvel Rivals lore and whispering. It could happen, whatever. Um, but let's continue. Let's continue. Uh, okay, so before we get into the madness, I want to share something personal because I just like spoke about it earlier, right, in a few moments ago. Back in 2021, I was diagnosed with diabetes, and ever since, I've been in a different kind of wrestling match, not with steel chairs or ladders, but with sugar levels, meds, and all the stuff people don't always see. I started using the hashtag wrestling with diabetes as a way to raise awareness and stay real about the journey. So go check that out. Like, it's really fun. I'm doing dances and not everybody else is doing it with me as well. I celebrate the anniversary of my diagnosis not because it's fun, mm, but because it's a reminder that I'm still here, still fighting, still dancing on TikTok, still live streaming with y'all, and still sharing the space with the dopest community out there. It's all of you guys, the M3P community. This hashtag is for all of us in the ring together, whether you're managing diabetes, supporting someone, or just learning. Tag up. You're not alone. And hey, if you're living with diabetes, this one's for you. You are not defined by a diagnosis. You are defined by your resilience, by your courage, by the fact that every day you show up and fight a battle most people don't even see. Every finger prick, every insulin dose, every mindful choice. That's a victory, a quiet kind of strength that speaks volumes. You're not alone in this. You are seen, you are strong, and you're unstoppable. Say it again, louder. You're unstoppable. So breathe deep, take your time, and remember you made it through 100% of your hardest days. You're still here, and that means something. Keep going, warrior. We're right here with you. Yay.
Mm, good job.
Thank you. Gemma, welcome in. How you doing? All right, let's just get through it. Let's just get into it. WrestleMania
Right.
41 is coming at you at a two-night event on Saturday, April 19th, and Sunday, April 20th, 2025, live from Allegiant Stadium in Paradise, Nevada. I am just gonna get tired of saying this over and over again. Freaking Nevada. I've said it all weekend. It's the second time WrestleMania hits the Vegas area. Shout out to Mania 9 at Caesar's Palace in '93, although I was in the parking lot. Yeah, we heard behind the scenes stories. I wish I didn't know the behind the scenes stories because I actually thought it was inside a coliseum.
um,
No, it was outside the parking lot. Great.
really? Ah,
That's how they
that's
made it
awesome
into the
now.
whole. Yeah, weird. This year's Mania will stream via pay per view and will be the first to stream on Netflix thanks to WWE's 10-year rights deal that kicked off in January. And there goes the bells again. I know, I know. It's also the first WrestleMania to land on Easter weekend and the first to feature CM Punk in a match since 2013, and his first ever WrestleMania main event. And let's not forget, it's also John Cena's final WrestleMania before he hangs up the boots for good. Wild, crazy. Oh my God, I'm shook it. What do you, one of the official theme songs this year is "Timeless" by The Weeknd and Playboy Cardi, marking a record 6 straight years The Weeknd has soundtrack WrestleMania. I mention this always every year. Our friend Alexandria once dropped a theory I can't stop thinking about. She believed After Hours, Dawn FM, and Hurry Up Tomorrow form a trilogy, a story of death, purgatory, and rebirth. And you know what? Listening back to those albums and rewatching past manias with those themes in mind, it hit different. Here's how it all connects. All right, we got to go back to WrestleMania 36. What happened? When was it? What year was it?
36, that would have been 6 years ago. So 2015?
2020?
36 was 2020?
Yeah. That's,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Feels like forever.
I know. I'm thinking 10 years, my bad.
10
I
years.
don't know how
We're
to
at
math
41.
today.
We're 41, man. I was like, what are you talking about?
I
2015? Like,
know. Cut this
Rest-
out. I don't know.
I, we're live, pal.
I know. I'm just kidding.
All right, WrestleMania 36 was 2020. What happened in 2020?
That would have been the pandemic.
Pandemic. Blinding lights played over the eerie fanless
Okay.
arena during COVID. Nostalgic, haunting, perfectly eerie. No kind of little connection there, like, yeah, okay, cool. Let's just play this song over WrestleMania 36, Blinding Lights. All right, cool. Then they went with WrestleMania 37, Save Your Tears. It set the tone for a limited crowd returning, full of loss, healing, and hope. WrestleMania 38, Sacrifice. It matched Roman's run as the final boss. That track, ruthless. WrestleMania 39, Less Than Zero and Take My Breath captured Cody's journey and the Sammy KO arc beautifully. WrestleMania 40, Popular and Double Fantasy gave the Fame versus Legacy vibe, Big Cody payoff. And WrestleMania 41, Timeless, a song about carving your name into forever. A legend returns, a veteran rises again. This feels like legacy in motion.
Yeah, it does. That tracks.
And
Mm,
that's how it all connects. Like that's honestly a whole other episode waiting to happen, and I'm gonna go
yeah.
dive into it and really want to. Minneapolis, Minnesota was also a finalist to host the event at U.S. Bank Stadium. Its proponents said they had been informed that the decision to place the event in Las Vegas area was driven by a change in direction by new ownership. Following the 2023 merger of WWE and Las Vegas-based Ultimate Fighting Championship as TKO Group Holdings, controlled by UFC's previous sole owner Endeavor, U.S. Bank Stadium would in turn get SummerSlam for 2026. And what's 2026 going to look like for SummerSlam? 2 nights.
Nice.
2 nights.
So, is it this year that it starts?
It,
Tonight?
this
Okay.
this year and then
Okay.
next year. Yeah. So it's from here on out. It's 2 nights.
Crazy.
Yeah. I can't wait to do that
Yeah.
2 night event. Let's start with night one. Obviously, match on the cards are the War Raiders, Eric and the Ivar versus the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods in a tag team match for the World Tag Team Championship. After removing Big E from New Day on the December 2nd, 2024 episode of Raw, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods set their sights on the World Tag Team Championship, held by the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. During a title match between the two teams on the April 7th, 2025 episode, Woods attempted to hit Eric with a steel chair. However, the referee saw Eric inadvertently hit Woods with the chair instead. Thus, the New Day won via DQ. But since champions did not change via DQ or count out unless stipulated, the War Raiders remained champions. After the match, the New Day attacked the War Raiders only to be stopped by WWE officials. On April 11th, Raw General Manager Adam Pearce announced that the War Raiders would defend the World Tag Team Championship against the New Day in a rematch at WrestleMania 41. You even interested in this match?
I am. I am, but I'm not.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
I I guess they should have been on WrestleMania in the first place,
Yeah.
you know, because I feel that any championship match that involves belts needs to be on the PLE,
Yes.
you know. So I'm just tired of the New Day, you know, complaining, oh,
We all
we're the
are.
best, we're the best. Well, you know what? Show it. Yeah, you guys are heels now, but stop complaining about it. Put the work in.
Right.
So I'm going with the War Raiders to retain.
Um, I
That's what
actually
I
want to
think.
see the New Day as heels win the championship belts and see what they do with them. Like they've been faces long enough
Hmm.
to like the point where now we're just like, okay, what can they do as heels besides complain and
Um,
not be able to talk and the whole thing with Big E and like I feel like a Big E should be a part of this too.
yeah, I say he comes down with the War Raiders.
Right. I wish. He'll
Yeah,
be they'll be asking him in the booth like, "Hey, who do you think's gonna win this match?"
yeah,
War Raiders. But my boys,
yeah,
I love my boys, even though they still treated me like shit. So you know, my boys,
yeah.
I'll still root for them. Right. All right. So you got War Raiders. I got New Day.
The New Day.
All
Okay.
right. Next match: Rey Mysterio versus from the Gulf of America, El Grande
Hmm.
Americano. Throughout late 2024 and early 2025, Chad Gable went on a losing streak against several luchadors. Gable subsequently took a sabbatical from WWE to solve his lucha libre problems. On the March 10th episode of Raw, an unidentified luchador with an American-style mask resembling Gable's faction, American Made, cost the Latino World Order a tag team match. Gable denied that he was the luchador in question. The masked wrestler named El Grande Americano then defeated Lee in the debut match on the March 24 episode. 2 weeks later, Americano and American Made members, the Creed brothers, defeated the LWO, Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Todo in a six-man tag team match after Ivy Nile put a piece of metal in Americano's mask to use against Lee.
Hmm.
Later that night, Mysterio said that Americano made a mockery out of the art and tradition of Lucha Libre and requested a match against him, which Raw general manager and Adam Pearce accepted, allowing Mysterio to choose the place, and he chose WrestleMania 41. I love the trolling of Gable. Um, a mariachi version of the American song, the American theme song.
Hmm.
And it's all
Yeah,
like
exactly.
in a violin type of mariachi bass in
Uh-huh.
there. And I heard it and I was just like, this mother it's like I love it.
Gracias.
Gracias. It was hilarious. Um but if it's not him, it's obviously him. Somebody already took a picture of his tattoo, the back of his head.
Right, right.
And like, yeah, it's him. It's him. um if they do the whole thing where it's somebody else under the mask, like later
Hmm.
on, all right, fine, you got us. But
Yeah,
like we should have seen that one coming.
yeah.
But if he, I I see Grande Chad Gable. I'm not gonna call him Grande Mexicano. Chad
Yeah.
Gable. I see Chad Gable winning
Chad
this.
Gable. Yeah,
Right. I see Chad Wayne winning this and stuff.
yeah. I don't think they're gonna let him lose, his
No.
first WrestleMania, but I hope that they catch the medal before it goes in, you know,
Oh, of course.
because then he'll be like, "Oh, no, 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 I didn't do it," I don't know how they got here, but
Wow. Um, I'm like so Eddie, not Eddie. I'm sorry. Ray comes out with some. crazy entrances.
Mhm.
So I can't wait to see what he has to do, what he's
Yeah.
gonna do for this year's
Because
WrestleMania.
he's already done the lowrider.
The Eddie thing.
Yeah. Uh, maybe he'll come out with the mariachi band.
There you go. With the
You know,
mariachi
maybe
band
he'll do
or
that.
with the Mexican one.
Yeah.
Um, who else? And then so far, okay.
Has and
What do you
now
think?
I know I'm late to the game, but has he come out with whoever is doing his song?
I don't think so.
Because I know since I've been watching, he's done other things. So like he had his theme song playing while he came down in the lowrider. And I actually didn't he have Eddie's theme song?
Viva la Raza. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I remember him doing any of his songs. The 619 one.
Hmm.
Okay.
Or maybe he could have somebody do it because isn't it all like Def Rebel
Hmm.
or whoever's doing
Now?
the song now? Yeah.
Yeah, fortunately. Nobody likes him.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Death Rebel. Okay. So I said Grande Americano, Chad Gable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
All right. Unfortunately.
But I think if he does win, then it just keeps the feud going.
Right. Right. Right.
Having Ray win, all it does is kind of end the feud on
Yeah.
who's the greatest luchador. So
Exactly. Next match. I'm looking forward to this.
yeah,
Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I'm looking forward to this.
yeah, me too.
On the November 22nd, 2024 episode of SmackDown, Jade Cargill was found attacked by an unknown assailant in the parking lot and was ruled unable to compete for the foreseeable future. During Cargill's absence, Naomi volunteered to replace Cargill as one of half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions alongside Bianca Belair. Naomi and Belair also launched their own investigation into the attack on Cargill. Investigation.
Hmm.
They came to the assumption that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez attacked Cargill and agreed to defend the championship against them on February 24th, 2025 episode of Raw, where they lost the title. Belair and Naomi then qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber at the namesake event. However, before the match began, Cargill made her return, we called it, and viciously attacked Naomi, who was deemed medically unable to compete in the match. That girl got thrown into from here to there.
I know she got tore up.
And of course Belair's reaction to it is like, oh my
I
god.
know.
Uh, on the following episode of SmackDown, we revealed the truth that she was in fact Cargill the Tucker and regretted not doing it sooner, thus turning heel for the first time since 2016. Belair subsequently walked on Naomi, ending their partnership. In the following weeks, Cargill and Naomi continuously attacked each other, leading to SmackDown General Manager and Nick Aldis scheduling a match between them at WrestleMania 41. Who are we kidding? Jade is gonna beat that ass. Like
I
nonstop,
agree.
nonstop the entire time. It was like as soon as she took out Naomi at Survivor at the Elimination Chambers, like you just
Mhm.
knew, oh, if they were to fight, Jade's gonna win this.
Yeah,
She is gonna like from start to finish beat that ass.
I really think that it needs to be. I think it would be cool to do a street fight. Them do a street fight, just leave it, let them go at it.
Let
That's what
them
I
go
think.
at
Just
it.
let them go
Yeah,
at it.
yeah. Try. But Naomi has the bloodline backing her up, of course. So they're like, "We
Sure.
taught you how to fight, so you better fight."
Hmm. So Jade it is.
Yeah, I just feel like yeah, you came back for a reason. Here's your reason. Here's your
Mhm.
redemption, and like prove to us that you know how to wrestle now. And I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be like, she still can't wrestle. Nah, 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 nah." Like she was limited in moves when she was in the tag team, and now here we
Yeah.
go. The storm is coming.
I mean, yeah.
I've been holding this in since last year when I said, "Oh, there's going to start talking about storm. Who weathered the
Yeah.
storm? Will Naomi weather the storm, or will Jade Cargill change courses and bring the thunder?" There it
Yeah.
is. Jade Cargill.
Yep.
Um, damn. Next match for the United States Championship: LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. After LA Knight regained the United States Championship on March 7th episode of SmackDown, several wrestlers stated their intention to challenge Knight for the title, including the Bloodlines, Jacob Fatu. On the March 21 episode, Braun Strowman, who had been embroiled in a rivalry with the Bloodline, Fatu, Solo Sikoa, and Tamatanga, the second of the Bloodline, I'm sorry, Bloodline 2.0,
Hmm.
for the past few months defeated Fatu via DQ after Sikoa and Tama attacked Strowman, who as a result earned a title match against Knight that was scheduled for the following week, which ended in no contest after Fatu attacked both Knight and Strowman. On the April 4th episode, Fatu defeated Strowman in the last man standing match, earning a United States Championship match against Knight at WrestleMania 41. Let's go.
This
Um,
is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be
this
a good one.
this is the one. This is the one. This is the one right here.
Yeah.
This is the one.
I like LA Knight. I've liked him since I saw him from NXT, and then I wasn't into his whole maximum male models. I was like, nah, let him just be LA Knight.
Dupree.
But Jacob is a really good athlete for his size. I'm like, he's amazing, and the fact that he can get down and up like real quick. So he's pretty light on his feet. So I gotta say Jacob.
Jacob.
I gotta say Jacob.
Yes, ma'am. You know what
You
I think
know
about this? You know what I think about this match, right?
what? Yeah.
Yep. Good old
Yeah.
fashioned headbanger.
Yes, it is. It's gonna be. I am really. I'm glad he came. Jacob came to WWE because I miss seeing him. In all the other when he was in other companies. But I'm impressed by him.
I'm, I'm gonna save that. I'm not gonna click it out. I'm just gonna save it for the next one because I know it's gonna be more of, and I haven't heard it in a while. So
Yeah.
like I haven't posted in a while. It's like, hey, I don't do audio clips anymore because of
No.
how the setup is now. It's like it
Uh-huh.
takes too long. But hey, let's do a setup of this one only.
Yeah.
um, where are we? So Jacob Fatu,
Yeah.
like, and regardless, someone's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
I'm saying Jacob
I
Fatu
just
wants the
hope
United States
that
belt.
he doesn't go too far like he's done before and done multiple and multiple of his his backflip to where they're bleeding or anything like that. I think the ref needs to stop it and be like, you know what? He won. No.
Get it over with. You won.
Yes.
Stop it. Oh, here comes one of my favorite matches in the world. I can't wait for this to be over. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's World Championship at the Royal Rumble. SmackDown's Charlotte Flair won the Women's Royal Rumble match, earning a World Championship match of her choice at WrestleMania 41. Of course, Flair subsequently appeared on the following episodes of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown around each brand's respective champions before finally choosing to challenge for Tiffany Stratton for
Mhm.
SmackDown's Women's Championship at WrestleMania 41. What did she say? Like, I want you to inspire me. Like, inspire me, make
Like that
me choose
inspired
you.
me. Uh-huh.
Like, she was, of course, she was scared of Julia.
Yeah.
Damn. It was like she saw Tiffany. He's like, oh, you'll
This
do,
one's easier. Yeah.
you'll do, you'll do.
Yeah.
Um, and over the course, this doesn't say anything about this at all. But over the course of the weeks, over the weeks, I hated this entire thing. I really did.
Yeah.
they're making Tiffany look weak. She's making Tiffany look weak, and it's just like so overwhelming to
Yeah.
see Tiffany just like get bulldozed by Charlotte. Like, come on, you like Tiffany like ran through the entire division, and then
Mhm.
here comes Charlotte, wins the Royal Rumble, comes back, wins the Royal Rumble, and then beat her up, and then she holds her stomach again. Like, forever gonna mention that.
Yeah,
Like,
I
she's
know you
holding her
are.
stomach. She's holding her stomach. It's not even hurting. Come on, stop doing that. Be a heel again. After this, please be a heel again. I can't stand that. I really can't.
Mm.
Tiffany, please win. I don't ever want to see Charlotte in a for a belt again, unless it's the United States or the other one, the Intercontinental.
Intercontinental, okay.
Yeah, just
I
go.
think I think Tiffany should show her true self. You know, she's acted. I think this is part of her plan. To act like, oh, I can't do it. I'm weak. But I think she should like just turn around and show what she's got and why she has that belt.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for
Make
sure.
it a make it a good match. Don't give it to Charlotte without a fight. No.
Um,
I mean,
yeah.
she could win it, at Backlash. So they'll
Oh
let Tiffany
God.
win.
Let her win her first WrestleMania, and then
Yes.
what wasn't she? No, she wasn't there last year. She
No.
won an award last year.
Yeah.
Um, but this year, let her win the WrestleMania, and then lose it at Backlash. But still, I don't want to see Tiffany as face anymore. I'm done with it. Except for the fact that like the whole Charlotte thing, like taking her over and like making her feel weak, making her look weak and stuff,
Hmm.
and then Tiffany coming back with that burn
Hmm.
about her being alone forever, like
I
0-3,
know. Oh my
trying to
God.
trying to tie up with her dad. That's at least
That
one
was
record is getting
jacked up,
broken that
man.
night. Uh, Records are being broken by Ric Flair. Ric Flair's records are being broken. Wow.
Hmm.
Um. All right. Final decision. Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany. Yeah.
Tiffany. Okay.
Hmm.
This the main event? No, it's not.
No,
Gunter versus Jay Uso.
unfortunately.
I know Gunter versus Jay Uso for the World Heavyweight. Another match I'm just like waiting for it to end already.
Yeah.
At Saturday night's main event, what is that? 35, 6, 7, 8, 38. Gunther defeated Jey Uso to retain the Raw's World Heavyweight Championship. Uso then won the men's Royal Rumble match at the Royal Rumble following week, earning a World Championship match of his choice at WrestleMania 41. While not making an official decision, Uso confronted Gunther on the following Raw, where Gunther stated that Uso should choose SmackDown's World Champion because he had already defeated Uso and instead deserved to defend the title against someone like John Cena. After making an appearance on the week's SmackDown, Uso opened the February 10th episode of Raw where he was attacked by Gunther. Uso subsequently decided that he would challenge Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at 41. Um, if you just watched Raw this past week, Gunther's promo,
Hmm.
like, I'm like, yeah, he's not losing.
Yeah.
If he loses,
I don't
what
think
the
that.
hell was that promo about, man? What the hell? But he's not losing. Let's get real here. There's no
No.
way.
No.
And it's like as much as I want Yeet Mania to happen, it's like it's still like no. There's no way.
No. I'm going with Jay because he was my winner. So
He was your winner at the Royal
he
Rumble.
was
You're
my
still
winner. So I'm riding that Yeet train. So
riding the Yeet train.
that's
Wow.
right.
Okay. Right. Let ride that return. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just you can jump off if it gets derailed.
Hmm.
Oh.
You're so funny.
All right. So you got Jay.
I got Jay.
All right, I got Gunther. And the main event, which I'm so proud of. Roman, I started crying. I really did. Like, oh my god, my boy got it finally. Um, hey, Leanna's in the chat. How you doing, Leanna?
Hi, Leanna.
This hair is out of control. Anyway, what the hell? Um, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Heyman. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk with Paul Heyman versus Seth Rollins. Upon CM Punk's return at Survivor Series War Games in November 2023, he immediately became a target of Seth Rollins. Unable to compete for several months after tearing his tricep at the 24 Royal Rumble, Punk returned from injury and had various encounters with Rollins, further enraging him. In November, Punk joined Roman Reigns' team as his fifth member at that year's Survivor Series War Games. In the War Games match, on behalf of his former manager and Reigns' special counsel, Paul Heyman, with Heyman owing Punk a favor for agreeing to the match, which they won, Punk became the target of Rollins once again due to Rollins' hatred of both Reigns and Punk. This culminated in a match on Raw's Netflix premiere in which Punk defeated Rollins. At the 25 Royal Rumble, Punk eliminated both Reigns and Rollins before his own elimination. The three brawled at ringside where Rollins performed a 2-foot stomp on Reigns. That's horrible. Ruling him unable to compete for the next few weeks. Punk also eliminated Rollins from the men's Elimination Chamber match. Following his elimination, Rollins subsequently performed a stomp on Punk, costing him the match. On the following episode of Raw, Punk spoke about his future to compete in a WrestleMania main event before brawling with Rollins. They then faced each other the following week in a steel cage match, with Rollins won after returning Reigns pulled him out of the cage to attack him as revenge from the Royal Rumble. Then enraged by Heyman tending to Punk in the ring, oh boy, Reigns also attacked Punk. After a brawl between the three men on the March 21 episode of SmackDown, a triple threat match was scheduled for WrestleMania 41. During the contract signing the following week, Heyman announced that this match would main event WrestleMania. They both were crying. While grateful for finally competing in the main event of WrestleMania, Punk stated that it was not the favor he was owed from Heyman. On the April 4th episode of SmackDown, Punk revealed his favor, which was that Heyman would be in his corner at WrestleMania, much to Reigns' dismay. And then we get to this week on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have a theory.
What's your theory?
Seth is going to join Raw, The Rock, and John Cena.
You think so?
Yeah. He said
I don't know.
keywords. He said keywords. He added a little sprinkle here and there. He said some words. He said it
Best
was
for
best for
business.
business.
Yeah.
He's
Mm-hmm.
lately been wearing a vest that looks just like The Rock. He
Uh-huh.
wore the turtleneck, the black turtleneck with the chain um shirt. And why is he like doing rock stuff?
Mm-hmm.
At Elimination Chamber, he wanted Punk to die and let Cena win.
Yeah.
Like, and they
I
haven't
don't.
even done any interaction, all
Yeah,
three of them. So there's that.
that's true.
And I'm still thinking of the fact that it all comes down to last year,
Mm-hmm.
Seth and John Cena did everything they could to help Cody win
Right.
to get rid of the bloodline.
Right.
And then this past year, he tags with them,
Right.
and this enrages John Cena and Seth Rollins into like the whole thing. We did all that, and we put our bodies on the line. Seth took a share shot to the back of his back to help him win
Mm-hmm.
the belt, and he's still gonna tag with him. And that's why I'm just like, oh, Seth is joining. Let's do it. Let's go.
So he's number three, huh? You think?
He's number 3, and Heyman's number 4.
Oh, you think Cayman's gonna turn?
I I don't want to think that. No,
I don't either.
never mind. Just like I don't want to think that, but somebody did put like thing on Twitter that Heyman was joining. I'm just like, no, shut up. Don't do that to me, please.
I don't know about that, but I will get to say my piece on this. I hate this.
You hate it. Okay.
I hate it
Um.
because, you know, he's always like, oh, my tribal chief this and my tribal chief that. But, yes, I know he owes a favor. And I know that this is what Punk wants. But I'm
Yeah.
like, I hate this. I hate that. We went 4 years with, the wise man being with Roman and the bloodline, you know,
Five.
and now he just, oh, well, it's a favor. I hate it. But I'm glad
Um.
he got mushed in the face. So,
Okay. Oh God, that I was like, no. What? Oh my. Leanna says doing great. Kiddo is sleeping now, so I hope she feels better. Me too. I hope he does feel better,
oh,
Leanna.
yeah, me too.
Heart her, heart you and her. Um, winner.
Roman.
I'll
I will always say Roman. So,
always say Punk.
I know.
Um, but then Heyman turns on Punk.
Mm,
Like, okay,
I don't know.
I helped you. You know, I
Yeah.
did the favor you asked for. Here it is.
Mm,
Now here's a low blow. You get to win the match. Okay, great. Here's a low blow at the very end to end the freaking show and call out that Seth Rollins is the new member of the Rocks.
mm,
Or we could wait for that surprise the next night
true.
when everybody's all trying to like do stuff again. But yeah, that's the main event.
I
She
hate
said
it.
you hate it.
I hate it. Don't get me wrong. They all deserve it. They all deserve to be there. They've all fought. It's a culmination of their feud. But Jay and Charlotte are supposed to be the main eventers
Yeah,
because
pretty much.
they won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, that's why I don't like it. I'm like, you know what? But I think it's gonna be a good end to the night.
It
I will
would.
say that it's gonna
Okay.
be a good fight, but I don't like that they got to main event because that's what CM Punk wants.
Hmm.
You know,
Okay.
but we'll see.
Okay.
And I know you and other people are gonna hate on me for that or be like, why can't you just let him do it? But that's my opinion, okay?
Um, because at the very end of this, there's a press conference.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them is going to celebrate.
Sure.
Um, I'm gonna, yeah, something's happening. Something big is happening on night one, at the very end, and like you know how Roman talks, he has his story. Like
Mm-hmm.
this could be a bigger story right here, where he still has. We're still waiting for the Rock versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this could end up being like, okay, it's been like 2023, 2024,
Mm-hmm.
2025,
Yeah.
2026. It's been 3 years in the making of Roman versus The Rock,
Mm-hmm.
and it's finally happening at 2026, WrestleMania 2026. And because of this moment right here, because they turn on Roman, or something happened with Roman. Either that, or he gets his bloodline back with the other two.
We'll see. It wouldn't surprise me.
Right, right.
I mean, I know they've been saying, because last year it was supposed to be Rock versus Roman, and then the whole thing happened to where it was Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth.
This is bullshit. Always, always, always remember that part. This is bullshit. What is it? This is bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, the storylines are, I think they're all really, really good. You
They
know,
they really are.
I don't think I've been more excited for a WrestleMania than this. I'm so excited for this. And to have it so late in the month is kind of, is kind of weird, but things happen to where, because I think they didn't want to like to interfere with like March Madness, I think it was. And then I think because
Oh,
it's in Vegas. So,
okay. I don't know what happened.
mm.
Um, what else? Yeah, this is one of those matches where I'm like, um,
Are you conflicted?
I am. I'm very conflicted
You know, uh-oh. Oh.
and very
but
conflicted.
but I think that with Paul Heyman, I think this is like his dream, to be honest. He's got CM Punk, who, he was so involved with, and then now he built this thing with Roman Reigns, these past few years.
Yeah.
So he's conflicted in the fact that, he still loves his tribal chief, but his best friend, you know, called in a favor, so and
My
he wants
tribal
to be true
chief.
to him.
My
Yeah,
tribal chief. Yes, my tribal chief. Anything for you, my tribal chief.
exactly.
I love it. I can't. Um. Well, that concludes night one. Man, those are good matches.
They are. I don't
I
think there's one that I, be like, I could fast forward this one,
no,
you know.
no. I want them to end. I don't want them to like fast forward it, but I want them to
Yeah.
end already. Like, all right, you've done this long enough. I just want to see it end already.
Yeah.
Um, night two at Bad Blood on October 5th, 2024. Vans captured footage of Kevin Owens attacking Cody Rhodes as the latter was entering his buzz after the event went off the air. Another person who turned on Cody because of the Roman thing.
Hmm.
It could be Kevin Owens who joins next. Who knows? In
Hmm.
the following weeks, Owens and Rhodes' mutual friend Randy Orton attempted to maintain peace only for Owens to attack Orton in the parking lot. Believing Orton chose Rhodes over him at Crown Jewel on November 2nd, Orton and Owens were scheduled for a match. However, both engaged in a brawl throughout the arena, with Owens getting the upper hand. Thus, the match never officially began. On the following SmackDown, another brawl took place where Owens performed a piledriver on Orton, taking him out for the next few months. You hated that. At Elimination Chamber, Toronto, Orton returned and attacked Owens after the latter won an unsanctioned match. On the following SmackDown, Orton spoke about the issues he had with Owens and vowed to get revenge, leading to Orton challenging Owens to a match at WrestleMania 41, which was made official. However, during the April 4th episode of SmackDown, Owens declared himself unable to compete due to legitimately requiring neck surgery, thus canceling the match. After the announcement, Orton came out to the ring only to perform an RKO on SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis. On the April 11th episode, Orton made it clear that he wanted to face Aldis at WrestleMania 41. Ooh, sir, are you sure about that?
I'm for it. I want to see it because I didn't get to see Nick Aldis, or wrestle. So
Yeesh.
I'm like, I'm kind of for this.
He, good. He's very good. Um, I put it on night two just in case because there's already
Yeah,
7 matches on night one. There's already 6 matches on night two. This could
yeah,
be a surprise match. It could be a great start to open the show.
yeah. It could
I'm
be
not
one of those,
segments.
like whoever, yeah, the segue, say, oh, you know what? Since this, we've got some time, here we go, kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if it's not, then first match of the night: Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. Women's Tag Team Championship. On the February 10th episode of Raw, Bailey defeated Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria in the non-title match that qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber at the namesake event. 2 weeks later, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez won the Women's WWE Women's Tag Team Championship at Elimination Chamber. Toronto, Morgan also competed and eliminated Bailey, although failed to win the match herself. On the March 10th episode of Raw, Rodriguez defeated Bailey to earn future title match against Valkyria, but despite losing, Valkyria promised to give Bailey a future title match. On the March 24th episode, Valkyria defeated Rodriguez to retain the title despite interference from Morgan. After the match, both Rodriguez and Morgan attacked Valkyria, who was saved by Bailey. On the April 7th episode of Raw, Valkyria successfully defended the title against Bailey. And on that week's SmackDown, Bailey and Valkyria won a women's tag team gauntlet match to earn a title match against Morgan and Rodriguez at WrestleMania 41. The IWC had a fucking cow over this because going to charge my phone. All right. See you then. The IWC had a cow over this because, you had all these other tag teams there that been tag
Hmm.
teaming forever. And then you got these two who let's put these two together. There
I've
you go.
noticed that Triple H does that. We'll just put people together, to compete for in a tag team or for the belts. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And so everybody was upset. Like, how dare you put these two together and not the established tag team, Katana
Right.
and Kaden,
Yeah.
uh,
Not a fan of
Natty
them.
Neidhart, and what?
Not a fan.
I mean, they could do so much more, but besides the whole era of flips and all that stuff, and I get Katana as a former Ninja Warrior legend. She's a legend.
Yeah.
She's a former, not a
Oh,
former.
I know she is. I
She's a
saw
legit
her
legend.
on American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, she's a legend. But
Yeah, she
still,
is.
it's like, okay. Katie Catanzaro.
Yeah,
Katana Catanzaro. Nice. Okay.
yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, it could be fine if she wins the match. If they win the belts, come on, give them the chance. Not this new tag team they just met and they've been feuding for a while, and now they're put together.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
Who wins this match? Liv and
You
Raquel.
know, even though we just talked about them being a brand new, I say them.
Oh, okay.
I say, because I saw them wrestle together this past last Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. And they look like a really good team. And they sure did last along, the whole gauntlet. So
Hmm.
I say, what, give them a shot.
Give
But
him a shot.
I think they need to really, if they're going to be a tag team, be a tag team.
Hmm.
Not a few months down the road, break them up,
Hmm.
have one turn on the other. But I'm like, leave them as a legit tag team. And I think this would start the whole tag team by letting them win. And then Lyra will be, a two title champion.
Two title, two belt.
Hmm.
Lyra, two belts.
Lyra, two belts. Yep.
Okay.
What do you
Uh,
say?
Liv and Raquel. There's
No,
no reason for them to get beat by tag team that they just put together. Meanwhile,
I
Liv
don't
and
like
Raquel
Liv.
been
So.
teaming for like a while now.
Yeah, I know they have.
But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah,
Next match. Oh, you're gonna love this one.
okay.
AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
Yes.
At the Royal
Yes.
Rumble, SmackDown's AJ Styles made a surprise return from injury and competed in the Royal Rumble match, only to be eliminated by Raw's Logan Paul. Always, always. Like, why is he here? As part of WWE transfer window, Styles was transferred to the Raw brand. After several weeks of confrontation, Styles challenged Paul to a match on the March 31st episode of Raw. However, Paul declined, saying he did not fight for free and pointed to the WrestleMania sign. See, it's not just us.
Mhm.
They also pointed to the sign.
Yeah, that's right.
After which, a brawl ensued between the two men. Later that night, Raw general manager Adam Pearce scheduled a match between Paul and Styles at WrestleMania for WrestleMania 41. He does not fight for free. Sir, you're on basic cable. You are not fighting for free anyways. We still have to pay for cable.
Yeah, really.
Oh, unless you mean Netflix. Yeah. Come on, you're on Netflix. We're paying for that. It's not
Yeah,
free.
exactly. Nope.
Um
Just real quick, I saw this on Facebook today. They said this is the obvious choice.
Let's be real.
I
There it is.
was like, yeah.
If we saw hints of Mickey James and on LFG, I'm oh shoot, sorry. If we saw hints of Mickey James on LFG, then you know we're gonna see her husband Nick Aldis in the ring
I'm
soon.
like, just one time. This
Just
could be
one,
just, his last fight. Come
exactly.
on.
Got that legend status going in.
That's right.
All right, AJ Styles or Logan?
Come on now. AJ Styles.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes.
I just feel like
I
Logan is
will
just
never
there.
say Logan Paul. Never.
I just feel like Logan's there to antagonize and then lose, antagonize and then lose, antagonize and then lose. But at the same time, have bomb matches, do some big
No, don't get me
moves.
wrong. He's proved himself to be a really stellar wrestler, but
That
I'm not for
steals
him winning.
that steals AEW moves. Yeah.
Still, I don't care.
um, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's just that all right, win a
Nobody
WrestleMania
likes
man.
him.
Nobody likes him. Like I could go without him. AJ Styles for the win. If not, okay, fine, whatever. Um,
Don't be getting sued now.
exactly. Never mind. Shout out to 2 years ago getting sued over Logan Paul win. Linguini. Um, next match: Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Dominic versus Finn Balor for Intercontinental Championship on the February 17th episode of Raw after Judgment Day member Dominic Mysterio's match Intercontinental Championship against. On the February 17th episode of Raw, I need to look at commas. After Judgment Day member Dominic Mysterio's match, IC champion Braun Breaker accidentally attacked Mysterio, which led to a non-title match between Mysterio and Breaker on the next episode. That match ended in DQ after Mysterio's fellow stablemates Carlito and Finn Balor attacked Breaker. On the next episode, the Judgment Day attacked Breaker, but he was able to get the upper hand. On the March 17th episode, Mysterio discussed adding Penta to their ranks, much to the irritation of Balor. Later that night, Breaker defeated Balor to retain the Intercontinental Championship. After the match, Mysterio and Carlito attacked Breaker before Penta appeared to even the odds. Breaker and Penta subsequently stared each other down. The following week, with Mysterio formally offered Penta a spot in the Judgment Day. Later that night, Breaker defended the title against Penta, which Breaker won via DQ. After Mysterio and Carlito attacked him, after the match, Mysterio tried to have Penta attack Breaker with a chair, but instead, Penta attacked Mysterio. Breaker and Penta then faced Balor and Mysterio in a tag team match the next week, which they won after Breaker accidentally speared Penta. Oh. On April 7th, Raw General Manager Adam Pearce scheduled Breaker to defend the title against Balor, Mysterio, and Penta in a fatal four-way match at WrestleMania 41. What if Dominic wins?
That would be terrible. But anyway,
That'd be terrible, but I'm still rooting for him.
but I think it would show. I think if Dominic won, it would. There's gonna be hostility between him
Yeah,
and Balor. I mean, there already is.
exactly why I think
So
Dominic should win.
maybe this is when he's like, you know what, you're out. And kicks him out of the group,
Because he holds a belt and Finn doesn't.
right?
And Finn and Dominic wants a new stable mate in the place.
Right.
And Finn doesn't. And it's like, you know what, dude? Go away.
Yeah.
I have a belt. I'm the head of the table here.
Yeah, that's
head of
probably how
head
it's gonna be too.
head of Mikasa.
That's right. This is my
Um,
clubhouse
this
now.
is my clubhouse. Look at me. Look at me. This is my clubhouse.
Yeah, I have to know.
Braun Breaker Penta. Dominic pins Braun. Someone gets pinned.
You know what?
Um,
I think it would be to show his dominance if he pinned Balor
accidentally.
accidentally.
Accidentally. So it's like,
Oh,
uh,
I didn't realize it was you. Yeah, right.
uh, Penta does a super kick on Finn. Braun Breaker does a spear on Dominic.
Mm-hmm.
Penta and Breaker like throw each other out the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Dominic like doesn't know who he's covering, goes to cover one, two,
Yeah.
three. Dominic wins. He looks over at Finn Balor like, "What? Oh shit!
Oops. Yeah,
My bad,
exactly.
my bad."
Exactly. Yeah.
Now watch WWE do the opposite of that and have Finn Balor win.
Hey, you know what? I'm for Finn winning.
Right.
You know, I think, I don't know. I think, Braun, he's had a good run, but I really don't think they want to take it away from him yet,
No.
you know. But I mean, all well, three of them are really good. You know, Dominic, not so much.
Yes.
You know, I think he needs to get more training, and get his own moves instead of using Eddie Guerrero's and his dad's.
Yeah.
Why would you use somebody who you say is a deadbeat? Why would you use their moves?
To
You know what
prove
I
that
mean?
he's a deadbeat.
So anyway,
Anyways. Oh goodness, that's
so
great.
I say Finn.
Finn. Okay.
I say
Uh,
Finn.
I say Dom.
Yeah, because
Um.
I don't think Penta's ready yet. You know, for WWE, I should say. Yeah, I think he needs to get in there a little bit more. But you never know. They
True.
like giving all the newbies, you know, opportunities and belts. So
Oh, that's true. Next match: Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Immediately after Drew McIntyre won the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40, he taunted his then rival CM Punk, who served as a special guest commentator for the match. Punk subsequently attacked McIntyre with his arm brace, allowing Damian Priest to successfully cash in his Money in the Bank contract on McIntyre and win the title, ending McIntyre's reign at just 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Over the next few months, Priest and McIntyre continued their feud, with Priest defeating McIntyre at Clash of the Castle, Scotland, to retain the title. At Money in the Bank, McIntyre won the namesake match and later that night unsuccessfully cashed in on Priest, who would later lose the title to Gunther at SummerSlam. In January 2025, as part of the transfer window, both McIntyre and Priest were transferred to the SmackDown brand. Both men competed in the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber matches at their respective events, where Priest eliminated McIntyre in both. After the latter, McIntyre attacked Priest in retaliation, costing Priest a match. After several more weeks of altercation between the two men, on April 10th, SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis made a match between Priest and McIntyre official for WrestleMania 41. The next night on SmackDown, it was announced that the match would be a Sin City street fight. We just need a street fight.
hmm
We just needed some form of street fight in here. Do you guys want to do it? Yeah, sure, let's go. Can we call it a Sin City street fight? Because it's Vegas? Okay. Uh, this
we'll
is the
let you
only
do
match
whatever
I,
you want.
the only match I'm not interested in.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you tired of their feud?
I'm tired of a bunch of feuds.
No.
I'm just like, can you get this over with already? Um, I'm tired of seeing Damien as the face. I'm gonna go with Drew.
Yeah.
I like some people I like better as heels. Some
Yeah.
people do better as heels than they
Yeah.
do as faces, and I just
Well,
like don't believe them.
with Damien being a face, I think it makes him look weak.
She
The whole time that he was feuding with Judgment Day, you
right,
know, he couldn't beat Dominic, really,
yeah, right.
you know. So I kind of agree with you on that one that he needs to go back to being a heel,
He does.
but he's still my favorite in this, so I'm going with Damien.
Go with Damien. All right,
Yeah.
nice.
And I think this should be the end of their feud.
That's right
You
here.
know,
Sin City Street Fight should
moving
be the end
on,
of it.
move on with something else because they're both on different brands. So this
Yeah.
is their last chance. Keep it that way. You know.
um. Right. I'm gonna go with Drew though.
Yeah.
It's like next match. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley Women's World Championship. Throughout February, qualifying matches were held to determine the participants for the Women's Elimination Chamber match at Elimination Chamber Toronto, with the winner earning a match for Raw Women's World Championship match WrestleMania 41. During Io Sky's qualifying match, reigning Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley attacked Sky's opponent, unintentionally causing a DQ loss for Sky. Due to this, Ripley reversed Sky with a title match, which was scheduled for the Elimination Chamber on the March 3rd episode of Raw. At Elimination Chamber, SmackDown's Bianca Belair won the Eponymous match, while Sky subsequently defeated Ripley on Raw to win the title, confirming that Sky would defend the Women's World Championship against Belair at WrestleMania. During the contract signing on the March 17th episode, however, Ripley interrupted and performed a powerbomb on Sky onto Belair, after which Ripley instead signed the contract. Sky was then scheduled to face Ripley on the March 31st episode in a title rematch with Belair as the referee, which ended in a double DQ, thus Sky retained. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce subsequently decided that Sky would defend her championship against both Belair and Ripley in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 41. These three, uh, these three are fucking awesome. These three are awesome.
They
Um,
are.
I don't know.
You
I
know,
honestly don't know. I guess we're still going with Bianca's winning streak, WrestleMania winning streak.
mm, I say
But I really want Mommy to win.
I want mommy to win. Now, all three of them are great. All three of them are. They're all really good athletes. They all deserve to be there. You know,
Yes, yes,
but I I don't like that they're pushing around Io Sky. You know, because that's not how either one of them are. Yeah, she got, the first couple times it was okay, but just to keep doing it is kind of, and I know it's pissing her off because she, drop kicked both of them. So, you know, so I'm like, but I think Rhea didn't have it long enough. So I say Rhea wins it back because I think it was dumb for her to lose it on Raw. You know,
yeah,
she could have lost it at the Saturday Night Main Event. You know, lose it at WrestleMania. Come on now. Lose it at Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? She
yeah,
could have lost it on one of the PLEs.
right,
Don't do it on Raw. Don't do it on SmackDown. You know, make it worth her while.
exactly.
Mm, bigger audience, I guess.
Bigger audience. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
So I say Rhea.
Rhea. Oh,
Even though I have Bianca's WrestleMania shirt, which that's what I
right.
was going to wear.
I have all of Bianca's merch, but I'm like voting for Rhea for Mommy. Of course, I gotta support Mommy.
Hey, they came up together at NXT,
They
so it's
did all three of them. I
actually
love
all three
that.
of them did. So
Yeah, like
you know,
me watching that entire segment of them beating each other up. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, and
Uh,
don't you remember when actually all three of them were champions?
Raquel Rodriguez was.
Bianca was it Raquel?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I thought it was Io Sky because I know they went over to NXT.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Bianca
Raquel. Okay,
and yeah, it was Raquel.
okay,
It was when before Dakota Kai
right, right.
turned
You're right. You're
on
right.
Raquel. Like now it's just like, why don't they bring that storyline back up where Dakota Kai turned on? Oh, she seems so innocent and sweet and like a face. Like,
Hmm.
no, no, I don't trust her. I don't
Nope,
trust her.
nope.
Like, she's turned on
You
two
know
girls. She's turned
that
on three people.
I know. And that
No.
sounds like when when it was all damage control.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I don't trust her. I'm like, I don't know Bailey. I don't know why Bailey has her in this faction, but I'm like, I don't trust her.
three times
Ever
the
since I
charm.
saw her in NXT, yeah.
Oh man. Um, this next one deserves this. Where'd it go?
Cody versus John Cena.
The next one deserves this.
Yeah. So that's three headbangers.
That's three headbanging matches in one
Yeah.
night. I am so gonna enjoy that night. We're gonna talk about it. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. Money in the Bank 24. John Cena revealed that he would retire from pro wrestling at the end of 2025, and also announced that he would compete at WrestleMania 41. After losing the men's Royal Rumble match at the eponymous event, Cena entered himself into the men's Elimination Chamber match for one last chance to challenge for a World Championship at WrestleMania 41, citing that the main event was his last WrestleMania and becoming their record 17-time WWE World Champion would be best for business.
Hmm.
Best for business. Seth Rollins said best for business. Also around this time, TKO board member Dwayne The Rock Johnson tried to bribe SmackDown's undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes to be his corporate champion. See, I told you, now it wasn't just me who thought that the whole "I want your soul" was "I want you to be my corporate champion."
That's right.
Vince did it to The Rock, and now The Rock is doing it to Cody. It's a
Hmm.
vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Claiming that they had become friends following their clash at the prior year's WrestleMania 40, and that he could elevate Rhodes' career. At Elimination Chamber Toronto, Cena won the eponymous match, earning a title match against Rhodes at WrestleMania. Following the match, Rhodes appeared to congratulate Cena, followed by The Rock to get Rhodes' answer to his offer. Rhodes declined, and Cena embraced Rhodes. However, Cena then viciously attacked Rhodes, siding with Rock, turning heel for the first time since 2003. In the weeks following, Cena berated the audience, claiming they had mistreated him for the last 20 years and that he turned on Rhodes because he was disgusted by him. Rhodes chastised Cena and told him he wanted to face the real um, John Cena. Um, he said he broke up with us, basically. Is there more to
Bye.
it? Yeah, the real John Cena at WrestleMania 41, not this whiny version. Cena also claimed that after he won the title, he would retire it. Ah, man.
So what do you think of that?
I don't like the promos.
Okay.
He's holding back.
Okay.
Because if it was other people, he would, like, destroy them.
Right.
Like he did with The Rock, like he did with Roman Reigns, with the whole, like, back when he was the big dog.
Hmm.
Like he did with The Miz, like he's done with other people. He would destroy them on the mic. Here is all like, I'm not doing what you asked me to do, so I'm just gonna mess with you.
Do you
He's being
think
a
that?
beehole. He's being a big heel. Yes,
Yeah. Let's say, do you think that that's part of The Rock's plan? That he's holding back. He wants him to hold back and not
quiet is
destroy
better.
him.
Less is more.
Yeah.
Cody is just like doesn't want. He wants the real John Cena, and like this could
Right.
be the no. I'm like this could be a backlash. That we could go into backlash with this. I get
Okay.
that Cena could have his WrestleMania moment and then lose it,
Hmm.
but we could go into backlash with this, and Cena could then like destroy him there.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna call Cena right here. I really want that 17th title win to happen at WrestleMania, and then this be his last WrestleMania,
Hmm.
and then going to the rest of the year, that'd be great.
Hmm.
Um, the possibilities of new wrestlers against him, faces
Hmm.
instead of heels now, like faces against him, and
Right.
like Randy Orton, that Randy Orton versus this John Cena,
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, CM Punk, maybe Seth, maybe if he's not a part of it.
Hmm.
But here we get the reveal of the third person,
Okay.
Seth Rollins.
Okay. That's your prediction.
That's my prediction.
Okay.
If it ain't Seth Rollins, who do you think it is?
You know, I don't know because I'm trying to think of who The Rock would get.
Stone Cold.
Nah, I don't. I mean, hey, Stone Cold. He says he's going to be in Vegas, so
Oh God, here we go.
so
Here we go.
because he's got to be there for Hall of Fame, so
Oh
he's
yeah,
gonna
he
be there.
does. He does have to be
So
there for Hall of Fame.
because he's going into the Hall of Fame, well, his matches.
Yes, he is going to the Hall of Fame with his matches.
So
Did they update the site ever since this? No, I guess not. I guess that's the last one.
okay. Yeah, I keep getting emails saying, "Oh, there's a last minute," and showing me who it could be, and I'm like, "Come on now."
I want to be surprised. Like seriously, I hope it's not. I'm hoping that it's Rollins, but I want to be surprised just in case. Like, yes, it was him the entire time.
But
Um,
what do you think about it being CM Punk?
that, what the hell? Why?
That could be my prediction.
Yes,
But yeah, if there is that third person, and if it is Seth Rollins or CM Punk, I really I would be really surprised if it was either one of them, just because
it
you
would
know
ruin Roman.
yeah, and I don't like that, but that's what's
Uh,
best for business.
we're going into the
I hate
fact
saying
that this
I don't.
whole 5 years of story has to do with Roman.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they keep saying that's the whole reason why why Kevin Owens was like, oh, because of Roman Reigns. Everything is because of Roman Reigns.
Kevin,
We bring him down, and you go back with him.
you go back and you
You
tag him.
you tag with him.
Kevin
You
Owens
know,
was right. We should have listened to Kevin Owens. Yeah,
yeah,
pretty
really,
much.
never. But I could see. I mean, I could see Seth turning because that's just how it's been. He turned on Roman. He you know he turned on, because I've seen like highlights of every time he's stabbed somebody in the back,
Yeah.
so maybe he's going to do it one more time, and now he's not going to be a face no more. He's going to go back to being a heel, and he's going to join, the
Yeah.
Rock Corporation.
Rocks Corporation.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, we did an hour and 30 minutes on here. Not
I
bad.
see that. Yeah,
Well, it could have been longer.
yeah, good.
I- I'm glad it's not. Like,
It's
yeah.
going to be longer.
Oh my
The
god.
recap.
Recap. No, it's like we're doing stuff this weekend too.
Oh, okay.
I'm hyped. I'm ready.
Yeah.
It's stacked. Is so here's the plan.
Okay.
If anything wild happens during Friday's Hall of Fame, Friday Night SmackDown, Thursday, or anything else going on between
Yeah.
the week, WrestleMania week, I'll be live on stream reacting in real time on Friday. It's like I'll look up at the Hall of Fame. It's like, oh, cool. Saturday night after night one, we're going live with
You
a full
know,
post show
you
stream
know how when the Hall of Fame's going to be?
at
Be
one.
midnight your time.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, what?
I'm usually up by then.
Crazy? No, I know. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just so surprised how late it is.
You'll be on early.
It'll
Like,
be 10 my time. So
yeah, I'm like, great. Let me know what happens. I'm going to sleep. I can't
yeah,
stay
really.
up anymore. Saturday night after night one, we're going live with a full post show stream on a
Okay.
recap podcast covering Hall of Fame night one. Sunday night, same deal, post show live stream followed by podcast recapping the Slammies and night two. The Slammies are on Sunday morning.
Hmm.
Um, it's a good time, she says.
Yeah.
Red says it's a good time.
Awesome. Yes, it is, Red.
It's a good time. Um, So the next week, after rewatching everything, combing the internet for Easter eggs, Seth's outfit,
Yeah.
we're dropping a full WrestleMania recap episode. Complete recap. 3 hour stuff. More audio. I'm gonna start saving audio too, just in case.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
all right, so this person said this. I'm gonna fucking look for it and look at the stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be us. We love this time of year. We're busy. Like this is my job. This is what I love to do. Okay,
Yeah.
I enjoy this stuff.
And we're still putting
Hi.
in the universe that you actually go.
What was that?
I said, and we're still putting it out in the universe
That
that
one.
you get to go.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Menace, you ready to go?
Ready to go.
All right. Before we bounce, check the show notes. You'll find links to Sabrina's Cakes and more, podcast recommendations, whatever I'm actually reading if I'm turning pages that week. We're in the middle of a full rebrand and glow up, so stay tuned for updates. Y'all like the new logo? Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
I think it
rest
fits.
it fits.
I think
Wrestling with
it fits.
Diabetes
Yeah.
logo also. It just fits. It's the microphone and the splash in the background. I love it.
Yeah.
M3P podcast, M3P community. There's no more network, just M3P community. So it's us. Um, that's gonna be a wrap on this episode of the My Third Place. So if you're feeling the vibe and want to support the network, follow us on Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads. Just search at MP3 Network. Want Madness live? Subscribe on YouTube for episodes, Marvel Rivals gameplay, and Pokemon ASMR card pools. Look at that. I have a new card pool. I have a new
Woohoo.
20 cards. One of them is a foil. It's a hologram. So I can't wait to open this. All right. And do this and do kinds of stuff. And then I'll read Pokemon lore, whisper it to you like I did. If you haven't seen the video of that, you go check it out. I'm also going to be doing other stuff. It's a bunch of stuff you didn't know you needed. All the links will be in the link tree. Want to be a part of the chaos in real time? Come hang out on TikTok Live right here at Evolutionary
Hi.
Geek. Hi. Say what's up, bye with the fam, and get your shout out. Menace, thank you for always coming through and being a part of WrestleMania season with me.
This is my favorite time of the year.
It is mine too. Happy WrestleMania week.
Have a WrestleMania
It,
week.
it, it is our it is our holiday. Okay, it is our Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas all rolled into one. One big ball of
Fun.
madness and
Yes.
fun,
Chaos. Because remember,
chaos.
chaos.
Somebody said that, and then um, and a big happy merry mania, Raw after mania to you too.
No.
So we're gonna do a lot of that. I'll tell you later in the week what we end up doing on Sunday. Sunday night, I'll tell you what we end up doing for Monday and all that stuff. Uh, and to everyone listening, thank you for vibing with us and being a part of this wild, ever-growing community. Tell your friends, bring your crew, and meet us back here next time for more
Yeah.
stories, our hot takes about the weekend and why it connects with WrestleManias, and the
Mhm.
kind of chaos you didn't know you needed. Right here on My Third Place Pod, where community, creativity, and a little bit of chaos always collide. I had to.
I love it.
Community,
I love
creativity, and a
it.
little bit of chaos always collide. All right, let me stop it right here. Okay.
Okay.